Hello, welcome to Indira's World. This is a show about cooking. My muse being my chef in India, who is now quite elderly, who taught me everything he knows about cooking. And I have kind of adapted it to life in England and life on my own when I have to do everything by myself. So I've kind of simplified things. I'll probably be doing a weekly show, and I hope you're going to tune in. It's simple, it's fun, it's food. What can I say? You can't lose, can you? Okay, here we have a tablespoon of oil. As I said time and time again, I love olive oil. So I'm putting 1 tablespoon of olive oil to this. As it heats up, I've got a teaspoon here of minced ginger, and that's going in. I use everything from fresh, always nicer. Now, to this we add a cup of rice. Now I've soaked this rice for about an hour and a half before, so it cooks a little quicker. So I'm using 1 cup of rice. This should serve about, I would imagine, with a couple of side dishes, that would serve 2 to 3 people if they're big eaters. To my rice, I let that soak up the oil a bit, and to this I'm adding now 1 tablespoon of soy sauce. I'm not going to add any more salt to this because the soy sauce is quite salty. I have an interesting thing here. This is half a cup of chopped greens, winter greens. Love the taste of winter greens. You can never go wrong with that. With the ginger, perfect. Tie that around, and to that I'm going to add some warm water. You can also add chicken stock if you like. It's your choice. I'm keeping this fairly neutral. Now when the rice, you soak it, it goes somewhat opaque anyway. So I give it about 1.5 minutes to fry it around. If it isn't soaked, then you cook it round till it's opaque. Now bearing in mind you want it to be quite fluffy and not all stuck together. So it's not like a Thai rice, it's not very lumpy or sticky. To this I'm adding 1.5 cups of water. And I'm going to let that cook. The rice gets fluffy. Now if you do cover this up, just remember it condenses. The water on the top can go back in and cause it to be quite sticky. So if ever you decide to lid your rice, ideally you need to put a tea cloth over it and then put a lid on top. That way it absorbs the moisture and it doesn't fall back in, and it also keeps the flavors of all the food inside. So we're going to let that cook, and I will present that to you in a minute. Well, a few minutes. I decided to make a salad, not so high in calories but at the same time quite flavoursome, with a Thai twist to it. These are modifications of recipes of my chef Joey in India, who was one of the most amazing chefs ever. He is now retired, but my muse nonetheless. I have here some olive oil. I tend to use a lot of olive oil. Here is soy sauce mixed with, I use fish sauce, sesame oil and mirin, which is rice wine. I like the sweet rice wine. Now at times I keep them already mixed, but at times they're probably all separate. I use them in equal proportion. That's soy sauce, mirin, sesame oil and fish sauce. You can go less on the fish sauce if you don't really like the taste. I have chopped mint, chopped coriander. Now here I have some grated and chopped vegetables for the salad. This is mooli. It's a kind of radish, a long radish, used a lot in Asian cooking. We have grated carrots, red and green peppers, celery, red onions, and some chili. I have some kaffir lime leaves here. The flavors are beautiful. And some lemon juice and lime juice mixed. Salt, palm sugar, garlic, and ginger. Now here, I boiled together some coriander, lemongrass, and ginger. Boil it together and make a little sort of liquid that I'm going to cook my chicken in. This is minced chicken, as I said before, the healthy option. Now, to my olive oil, I'm going to use 1 tablespoon of olive oil. I'm going to make enough for 4 here. This goes well with the salad. I mean, the salad with rice, you can have it by itself. The leftovers the next day. A good option. To this, I'm going to add a teaspoon of ginger, teaspoon of garlic, two to 3 kaffir lime leaves. Now you can chop these or not chop these, as the case may be. I like the smell of it. I tear it and chop it in, throw that in. Now I'm going to add some minced chicken. Now this would be about 2 cups of minced chicken if you want to go by cups. So there you go. And I'm adding in equal amounts fish sauce, soy sauce, mirin, and sesame oil. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of that. Now cook that down, making sure it does not mush up together. There we go. To have this cooked down, I'm going to use the liquid that I boiled earlier. As I said, it's coriander, ginger, and lemongrass. As you can see the lemongrass in there. Lovely flavors and smells to this. And that is done. I'm going to prep the salad now, and this, once it's cooked and cooled, will go into the salad. Right, now that we've got the chicken going for the salad, I'm going to do the dressing, which is fairly easy. Here I have a tablespoon of lime juice. That goes in. Again, mirin, which is rice wine. I use the sweet one. Again, I've got 1 tablespoon of mirin going in there. A very popular ingredient with me. To this I'm adding a teaspoon of fresh ginger, all minced together, and 2 teaspoons of fresh garlic minced. Mind you, if you're not such a garlic person, it doesn't matter. I'm adding a little salt to taste. Here again, this is up to you. I've used about half a teaspoon of salt, but you can less or more as the case may be, depending on what you like. Now to this, I'm going to add a teaspoon of palmed coconut sugar. Now you can get organic coconut sugar, which is the one I like. I'm using actually a teaspoon and a half on that one. Now, here is your dressing pretty much done. I have my chicken prepared earlier. It's minced chicken, and I cooked that in ginger and some garlic and soy sauce, mirin, sesame oil, kaffir lime leaves, And to this, I'm going to add two tablespoons of coriander. There you go. Fresh coriander. People sometimes like it and sometimes they don't. I think it's a wonderful flavor. Using the same amount, I'm going to use of mint. Fresh mint going into that. Now here I have mooli, which is like radish. You can get it at most supermarkets. I've grated it. 1 cup of mooli. I've got 1 chili, green chili. You can use red or green. I've chopped that quite big. Now this again, if you don't like chilies, I just take a couple of chili flakes instead. I've got 1 red onion. That's going in. Half a red pepper. Half a green pepper. I have a cup of celery and a cup of grated carrot. All that goes into my salad. Now in goes that lovely sweet and sour. It's quite tangy and salty as well. Goes in there. How's the day going? In case you don't follow me, I'm on Instagram on IndiraasWorld. Easy peasy recipes. Stuff like this. Now this can be eaten cold, it can be eaten on a side dish of rice, anything that you fancy. You can even top it on a bowl of noodles, it's up to you. I find that I usually serve it as a salad and there's always loads left over, so we kind of eat that, warm it through and have it with a bowl of rice. It's always nice together. So that's what it looks like when it's all put together, and that is my chicken salad. And here we have it, the ginger and greens rice with my delicious Thai themed salad of chicken. Quite low in calories, actually very low in calories, and delicious. To that you can add a twist of lime if you want, but there you go. And of course you can have it. There you go. Thank you for watching. Now don't forget, hit that subscribe button and turn on your notifications.